Hello, everyone. I am Tolib John Yuldashev, a senior teacher at Kimia International University. In this video, I'm going to explain how to fill your internship portfolio in. So this video is for second year students, and it mainly talks about the assignments that students need to complete. So let's look at your portfolio. Well, here you can see your internship portfolio. Uh, some tasks here need to be handwritten. Some of the tasks can be done digitally. So let me explain everything. First of all, on the cover page, you need to write your full name and surname here and your group number, like your second year, so the name of your number. And here you can see the assessment criteria, like because this internship is treated as a separate course, you will get 100 points, and there is a pass or fail in this course. For attending to the school, like consistently without skipping classes, you will get 15 points. Usually your supervisor, the supervisor which is assigned from the university, is going to check your attendance, maybe through email or maybe through Telegram chats. And then for the first week, ideally you need to observe lessons and complete observation form, which I will show you later. And you need to have overall 4 samples of these observation forms. There is one more observation task, especially it's about observing methods and approach that teacher uses in the classroom, and you need to have 2 samples of that. Then second week, you are supposed to conduct a demo lesson. For this demo lesson, you need to develop your lesson plan, conduct the lesson, ask a friend to see your lesson and write a reflection on it. And you need to write self-reflection after the lesson too. At the end of the internship, you need to write a reflective essay. This one is for 20 points. As you can see, overall, you will get 100 points here. Now, let me explain each tasks one by one. For example, how to complete lesson observation. As you go down, you will see lesson observation 1. You can print this one out, and when you are sitting in the classroom, you can complete it. Meanwhile, like you can complete it while you are observing the lesson. Well, so how to complete it? First of all, you need to observe the instructions that the teacher gives in the classroom during the lesson. For example, signaling start of activity. Does the teacher use any expression to signal that one activity starts or started? For example, does the teacher say, "Hello, students, let's open the books and let's look at the exercise 1." And is it clear? Can everyone hear it in the classroom? If it's clear, you'll write, "It's clear," and you will write a bit more comments on that. For example, you say, "Teacher used, look at the exercise 1 on page 78," and everyone could hear it. Or maybe she said, "Okay, look at the exercise which is in the book." This one is not very clear because maybe there are 5 exercises in the book and you didn't understand which she meant. You say "not very clear" and you write. Or maybe you didn't observe clear way of giving instructions like that. Use of simple language. Does the teacher use simple language to explain? especially like, for example, when giving definitions or when explaining complex grammar structures? If yes, you can describe it here. Make sure that you will be as specific, as detailed as possible in the comment section. After you have answered these questions in the classroom, you have got some summative questions here. Please write your answers down here below. And for your information, you need to have 2 copies of this lesson observation, like one lesson you observed, took notes, wrote everything, and then you went to another classroom and then you completed the same table twice. After that, we have got classroom observation 2. This one is about the objectives of the lesson, material, states, which skill, for example, reading, listening, speaking, or what language systems like pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary are practiced. So you need to say, for example, you can write here, okay, mainly this lesson was about listening skills. The students practiced inferencing, and then they had this kind of listening, and then they had, so you will describe your classroom. Yeah, once you have done this, again at the end, no, at the end you don't have questions. You should also have 2 copies of this one. Like 2 copies, I didn't mean the same thing twice, but you need to complete the same form in 2 separate classes. Okay, once you've done this, so it takes, as you can see, 4 hours. Once you've done this, you need to observe one lesson. No, sorry, 2 lessons, but this time you need to focus on the methods and approach used by the teacher. Yeah, for example, what kind of stages were there? Was it like PPP or was it like TTT? And here are some questions as well. Please add one more paper here if you need while you are answering to these questions. Okay, let's imagine you completed these forms in week 1, and in week 2, you need to plan you need to have a lesson plan for your demo lesson. You can remove this part because this is kind of sample for you, but the others you will complete, you will fill in everything, like write your name, level of your students, the length of the lesson, usually like 45 minutes if it's at school. What's the lesson focus are you going to have? Like listening, reading, writing, what is number of students, what kind of materials you need, and you need to write each stage, time, aims, interaction patterns, and the procedure. So it's better to do this one on a computer, because if you print this one out this way, you cannot write your information here. So it's better to do it on computer and print it out. If you think that without photos or something, your lesson plan is incomplete or is not easy to understand, please attach these photos or video links, maybe like screenshots after your lesson plan, somewhere here, like add extra pages and paste them there. So once you've done this, look, so lesson plan, your friend should observe your class and complete should do observation and submit you a observation form. For this one, your friend can choose any of these 3 forms. It can be lesson observation form 1, lesson observation form 2, or methods and approach observation. What you need is just one observation from your friend, or let's say by your friend. After this one, your lesson, you have successfully finished your demo lesson. You need to sit and reflect on your lesson plan. So, by the way, here it says demo lesson, peer reflection, use lesson observation form. For demo lesson self-reflection, you need to answer these questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Uh, these spaces are given here, but this doesn't mean that you are limited or you have to write these 6 lines. If you feel like you have answered these questions fully in 3 lines, then you don't have to write the all lines. But if you think this one is not enough, then it's better to add some more lines yourself manually and um, stretch the space a little bit more. Okay, don't feel that this limits you. And final thing, when everything is over, like at the end of second week, you need to write the reflection essay. So for reflection essay, we have already given the introduction, body paragraph 2, 3, and 4, 5, and conclusion, what kind of things we are expecting from you. Make sure that you write 800, 1000 words and you follow APA 7th referencing style. So if you don't know what APA 7th referencing style yet, this one is a hyperlink. You can click on it and this leads you a website. You can read some more information there. So giving you a bit more detailed information, first of all, write quick introduction. So briefly describe the setting of the internship, like where did you do it, how long did you do it, like this. And then in body paragraph, talk about your overall experience. Please read this information very carefully because your instructor will be checking your essay using this assessment criteria. Body paragraph is about your teaching strength. Body paragraph 3 is something that you think that you need to improve further. Body paragraph 4, something that you learned from your peers or from other teachers at school. And body paragraph, how you are planning to develop further after internship. Like, are you going to do any courses or are you going to attend any conferences? So you can write about this. Conclusion is usually like you are summarizing main ideas and you're giving some recommendations or prediction solutions to yourself. Make sure that you use references. Something that your instructor highly values is in your essay, something that you connect the theory that you have learned at university and something that you have seen or implemented at school. Let's say if you have got young learners at school, then you have learned the characteristics of young learners. So we said young learners are energetic, they are easily distracted, they are egocentric, but where did you read this information? Do you remember the book or the article? Refer to that book and the author and link the theory with the practice. So you saw in your case that the students are active, they are easily distracted, they are egocentric, and you can say, in your essay, you can say, I read these things in this book, and then I saw these things in the classroom, and then I approached this way. I did this exercise. For example, students were active, energetic, and I used Simon Says game, or I used like running dictation in reading classes because I wanted to use them. I wanted to make them more active in the classroom. So you need to, in short, connect the theory with the practice, something that you saw or something that you used. And this will be all about your internship portfolio. For the, uh, yeah, your last essay will also be checked by using this rubric like logic and organization, spelling and grammar, citations and references. That's all about your internship portfolio. So I hope I explained it as much as I can. So good luck with your future internship. Yes.